Alright, so if you're like me, you might be wondering if you should actually get EA FC 25. I mean, with all the hype, could it be overrated? Is it underrated? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna tell you and show you all the new features that I think are the best features in the game, alright? So let's get on with it. But before this video starts, do not forget to leave a like and especially subscribe down below and comment down below any other game you want me to play or anything you want me to do or tutorials. Any other video that you think might help you in a certain way and might help my channel, then go ahead and comment down below. But let's just get on with this video. Alright, so EA FC 25. It's the newest FIFA, I guess you can call it. I mean, that's what people still call it, but it's EA FC 25. I recently just got it, even though it is a free trial. I just wanted to see how it was, and let me just say, my mind was absolutely blown. From going from EA FC 24, when I made a video on if you should actually get EA FC 24, it wasn't that good. It wasn't really the best game, I have to say that. But the EA company did say that the next game after it was like the EA FC 24 with just the start, and the next one after that was gonna be like really good. Now, when I heard that, I was like, I mean, is it really gonna be that good? I mean, every FIFA from like FIFA 19 to now, maybe even FIFA like 18 from now, probably actually FIFA 18 from now, it hasn't been too good. It's been going downhill. But this one, FIFA 25, I do have to say, this is one of the most advanced FIFAs that I've seen in a while. But let's just go over every detail that I think is the best. If I left any other detail out that is really important, go ahead and put down in the comments and tell other people about it. It'll really help other people in knowing more about this game. But yeah, let's just get on to the first detail. All right, so as you can see right here, I mean, we're on the screen right now. So I do have to say, the new background is actually really good. And I was playing this with headphones, and when they kick the ball, you could like feel it, like you could hear it. And I think the new background is, I mean, it's really good how it shows like different kind of players, like the female players, the male players, different kind of skill moves and stuff like that. The background is actually really good. All right, on to our next feature. I don't know actually too much about this, but I have heard somewhat a lot about it. It's the FIFA IQ. Hold on, I wrote some of this down. It allows more lifelike team movements and tactics. So it's just a lot more realistic. Remember at the beginning of the video, I said this was a lot more realistic and advanced. FIFA IQ kind of projects that. It allows more tactics. Tactics are actually the thing people have been talking about the most, where if you have off-ball tactics, so if they don't have the ball, they can move around to spread out to get the ball, and if they have the ball, they can move forward. It's a lot easier to manage a team, especially for manager career. I mean, me personally, I've been waiting for something like this for a while, because I literally only play manager career in EA FC 25. So I really like this new feature, but it is kind of confusing for someone like me. I don't know if anybody else gets this, but this new FIFA is a little confusing with the manager and player careers. But yeah, that's just I think it's a really good feature, FIFA IQ. So on to the next feature. All right, so this next feature, I do have to say it is really, really useless. It's the 5v5 rush. It replaced Volta Football, which I think is really bad. Like, I really enjoyed Volta Football. I mean, I like the style of it, the different maps of it, and everything that kind of like makes it look good, you know? Like, I like the street vibes to it and the little town vibes to it. I liked Volta Football, and I actually wanted to pursue that. But they changed it out for a 5v5 rush. That's what they call it now. It's kind of just 5 players on 5 players going up against each other. I mean, I'm sure you could see it on the screen below me right now. But I think it's kind of useless to change that out. I feel like it was just kind of like a last minute change. Like they just wanted something to get out there. Even though I think it was the first big change that they announced, I mean, I honestly thought Volta Football was completely fine. I love the style of it. and all that stuff, but I don't really understand why they had to change Volta Football and rename it to 5v5 Rush. I honestly don't really get that. All right, so this next feature, I've been really waiting for this for a very long time. It's the like youth academies. I mean, you might be thinking that's in every single FIFA. That, you know, it's normal, but the youth academies have added something more. I mean, EA have added something more to the youth academies. But it's just, I've been waiting for the more youth academy like features, because it kind of just seemed like something that had huge potential, but it was shortened to something super small that was outside of what the main things were, which were like player career modes and stuff. But like, there's this thing where you can put 5v5, it's basically 5v5 Rush, but for youth academy players, which I seriously love that. I would really like to see my players play. Like, I actually wanted that in EA FC 24 and the FIFAs before that. I think that is a great add-on because it really shows like their skills and their speed and stuff, and you could put them up against others. So if you're playing as Real Madrid and you use their youth academy, and you can go up against Barcelona or something. It's basically youth tournaments, which I think is seriously cool. It gives a spotlight to the young players and all that kind of stuff. But let's just get on to the next thing. All right, so one of my favorite features in this, this is when I was like, my mind was blown. I was just speechless of how good this feature is. It's the more customization. Now you might be thinking, how is that gonna blow your mind? Well, when I was making a manager career and I was I was gonna play as Real Madrid and I was choosing different things, you could change and turn on different features, like if you want transfers, if you want loans, if you want all that kind of stuff, if you want just transfers, if you want just loans. It's seriously cool, honestly. It's very cool. And another thing that blew my mind was the wind effect on the ball. I don't really know if this was in the previous FIFA. I don't think it was, but you could turn on wind effects. So if it's windy, it affects the ball movement, which is insane. That's so realistic. And also, you could turn on weather effects. So say if it's raining, the players get slower and the ball gets slower too, and all that kind of stuff, and it kind of moves in the air if it's windy as well. That is insane to think about, how that is that. I think that's a huge add-on that should be talked about more than 5v5 Rush. All right, so this next feature I think is actually a really cool one. So if you looked at the previous FC 24, you could see the, I think it was called Hypermotion, and it would show replays and speeds of the ball. But in this FIFA, they changed that and they added something even better. It's the POV mode. But if you score a goal, after the goal, it makes you see what the player saw and also the speed of the ball. I think that's insane. That's a really interesting feature. I think it's a great feature because I've always somewhat wanted this feature, and I mean, I got it, you know, I got it without even asking for it. But I'd love to see what the players see before they score. I mean, I think that's insane. Imagine, it really is better if you score a goal super far away, because then you can see what they saw and see the ball flying over into the goal. I think that's actually insane. All right, and for our last feature that is personally my favorite is the best music I've heard in any FIFA. I know, go ahead, I know y'all see, type in the comments, y'all obviously FIFA 16 or something like that has the best music. But I really like the music in this one because they added, Billie Eilish, Ice Spice, and all that kind of stuff. And I really like the music in this one because I personally listen to some of those songs, like Central C, I listen to that. But I love the music in this one. I'd really like to hear more of it because I haven't played it so much. I've just been playing it for an hour or two. So that's all. But now I'm gonna give my overall review on the game. All right, so my overall review of it, I'm gonna rate it 1 out of 10. I honestly give this one a 8 out of 10. I think there could be some other things added that they could have done, oh wait, all All right, so I was gonna give my overall review, but I forgot one of the most insane features in this. It's like the Instagram page on this game. So if you are playing in either player career or manager career, there's this news page that has Fabrizio Romano, I think that's his name. I probably said it completely wrong. Sorry about that, but I can't really remember his name because it's some Italian name, but I know who he is, and he's a very good journalist, and they have him in the game, which I think that is amazing. I think it's a lot better than the news section in the previous EAFC. I think that's a really good feature, but now let's just get on to my overall review. All right, so my overall review of it, I'm gonna rate it 1 through 10. I rate this an 8 out of 10. I know that might seem a little bit high, but I really do like this FIFA. It was probably one of the first FIFAs in a while that really like blew my mind. I may be over exaggerating with the ratings and all that kind of stuff, but there's a couple things that could have been worked out with it and that seem a little bit confusing. One of them is the menu screens for the manager career and player careers. It's a little confusing to look at. It's a big difference from the previous EAFC. I know a lot of people were getting mad at the EA company for just copying and pasting every single game. And this is like the first one in a while where they actually changed something about the menu screens, but it does kind of confuse me because I'm normally used to a more simpler look. And I don't really like how it doesn't show like the calendar when you're going through it. It kind of just shows like the days like going in like a cycle like this. I don't really like that. I really don't like the menu screens for the manager careers and all. I think the player careers too. I haven't really played the player career that much, but I love how they added Endrick and Lamine Yamal into this, which I've been waiting to play. But yeah, that's my overall review of it. I think this game is amazing. It really blew my mind of all the realistic looks of it. And the players in the games are actually a lot better and more smarter, you know? Like they play a lot smarter. All right, so that's it for today's video. If I missed any other features or if I missed any other things that are really important, or if you think I said something wrong that I probably shouldn't, or what's your opinion on the game or something like that. But yeah, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and leave a like and especially subscribe down below, and I'll see you all next video. Bye.